Hey everyone, I know we're talking about some legal stuff, and some of you think you're not qualified to have an opinion. But let me assure you, what you think matters most. Both the indictment and jury instructions are required by law to be written in ordinary language so that ordinary people can understand it. So you are the expert. We have already explained that the indictment and jury instructions only allege that the defendant agreed to distribute and possess a mixture containing a controlled substance, and why it does not allege that they knew the mixture was illegal. Now, let's get down to the root of the problem, which is the manner in which the government charged the crimes of conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance. A quick recap. The government is required to allege and prove that the defendant agreed to violate each element of the drug offense, also known as the common intent of conspiracy. As we explained before, logically and grammatically, a person cannot have advanced knowledge of dealing with a controlled substance, and so the government simply does away with that element. And we're left with agree to distribute controlled substance. Let me ask y'all a question. If it's not a crime to distribute a controlled substance unless you know that you're dealing with a controlled substance, how can it possibly be a crime to distribute a controlled substance without knowing that the substance agreed to be distributed is illegal? The short answer is that it is not a crime to agree to distribute a mixture that contains a controlled substance unless you have knowledge that the substance is illegal. The manner in which the government is enforcing the drug law is like putting the cart before the horse. This is common sense. A person cannot even enter into an unlawful agreement without first knowing that the substance at the center of the agreement is an illegal substance. How many of y'all have heard of ghost dope? There are many drug cases which do not involve actual drugs whatsoever, meaning the law enforcement did not recover any drugs. So how did the government prove that the defendant knew they were dealing with a controlled substance? The answer is that they did not prove that the defendant knew the substance was illegal. They just presumed that a person knew the phantom substance was illegal. Criminal cases that involve drugs must prove that the defendant knew the substance was an illegal substance. This is the core of any drug offense, and the government does not just get to ignore this essential element just because they charge the defendant with conspiracy. This injustice must end.